Next up, it's Juha Suhonen, no relation, from Funet, talking about the DNSSEC rollover that the Finnish national TLD did over Easter.
So this is a shortened version of a talk I've made previously, but I hope that the beef is still somewhere in the slides. So DNSSEC in .fi has been available since 2010, and sadly, still only 5% of the domains are using it. That's quite a bit lower than, I think, for example, our lovely friends at Sweden, but for some reason, Finns just don't want to take it into use. .fi has been signed with algorithm 8 ever since we started signing it, and that's a bit old. It's the RSA algorithm, and the current best proposal is to use algorithm number 13, which is an elliptic curve-based algorithm that has a completely unspellable name. So I'm not going to say it, but anyways, Traficom wanted to change the algorithm of the FI zone from the old one to the new current recommendation. And at the same time, they also wanted to change some parameters for the NSEC3 records, which are the denial of existence records. The actual motivator was not to follow the best practices, but it was to reduce the amount of TCP traffic we get on the .fi servers, because the signatures made with the RSA algorithm are so big that they don't fit into a UDP packet. So queries are then first done with UDP and then redone with TCP. And the method Traficom decided to use was quite unusual, as in I think it's the first time in the history of the world when a TLD has done it this way. As in .fi was insecure by design for about a week, because we wanted to change, or we wanted to have a possibility to test it with the real system that is used for signing before going into production. And since there is only one real system, we can't test it without causing potential issues in production. We debated quite a lot with Traficom if we should now do it now, or if we should wait until we have the next signing system available. That would have been many years from now. And their conclusion was that it's for operational stability, it's better to do it now than wait, even though that means that the FI will not be signed for a brief moment of time. And also the secondary reason why we couldn't really do it without unsigning was that the solution we are using, OpenDNSSEC, is really old. It's badly documented. And the documentation is also partially outdated. So the documentation doesn't always comply or match what the software is actually doing. The actual outcome of the rollover was that the .fi was without signatures, or was not DNSSEC secured for about 7 days. And this was actually just caused by the mandatory waiting. So we had to wait for the TTL 2 times, and then we had to wait for the INR to do the updates for the root zone. Traficom also has heard of no operational issues caused by this change. So I would say that it was a successful change, because .fi worked for the entire time. There was an interesting bit that some nodes of the .fi that were not managed by us, they were managed by a contractor, were returning data that was completely invalid, as in it has never been it hasn't existed in the zone in that format ever. But I don't know why. Something was broken on their systems, but it was fixed quite quickly as soon as we told them that could you please flush whatever you have the old data from your servers. And then I think this is the most interesting bit to the people in this room. This is live, well, not live, but it's real data taken from one of the .fi root servers. And it shows the difference in DNS queries that we get, or that was caused by this change. So you can quite simply, you can easily see when .fi was unsigned, and then you can maybe guess when it was again signed. But as you can see, the difference is quite notable. And especially the TCP traffic is practically zero. Okay, thank you. And if you have any comments or questions or anything about it, then yes, I will probably be at the sauna.
Well done. Give him a big hand.